Shane Palko, alternative folk musician from Pennsylvania, USA, touring to support his fifth album, Emerging. Shane has gigged extensively around the USA, Canada, Singapore, Southeast Asia, even Swaziland. His style of restrained, emotive vocals and evocative lyrics have been compared to Elliott Smith and are at times fun, even political. One gig only at the Hanoi Social Club.
Yeah, we just heard the first song from the warm-up. Really nice. Yeah, really nice lyrics to the song. We quite liked it, so we're looking forward to seeing the rest of the show maybe later tonight.
Hello, and you're watching Shane Vietnam on VTCI NETVIET. Recently, you have just watched the performance of the talented folk musicians Shane Palko at Hanoi Social Club tonight. And what's so special about his music? It is not traditional music, but the contemporary style. And we will get to know more about his music through this conversation with our guest speaker today. So let's welcome him. Thank you, Shane, so much for having us here today. So first of all, can you share with us your journey of getting into the music world, and how did you choose folk music as your genre?
Folk music is music of the people, and I love connecting with people. And I think music is an excellent way to share ideas and also provide a good time for people. So folk music is a great basic way of doing a lot of things that I really care about. Yeah, well, I grew up in the woods, in the forest, with 3 older brothers, and 2 of them played music. So I remember always hearing music, and my parents, they didn't play, but they loved music. So always I have very fond memories of music. So my brothers and I would always play together. Even throughout high school, we had a band together, and I was drumming, and I skipped my high school graduation ceremony just to play a concert with them at a very cool venue in Philadelphia. So it's always been a really good part of life and a way to connect with other people.
And how would you explain the type of music that you're playing? And I know that is not traditional music with contemporary twist to it. What is the new things that you were talking about?
Yeah, it is alternative folk music. So I don't play traditional folk songs from my country or any other country. I just use folk music to mean music of the people. It's not complex symphony music that you need a lot of musical knowledge to understand. It's largely based on the lyrics. So it's designed for people to be able to enjoy no matter who they are. It's for the folks.
We know that your music speaks your own language, and what folk music does say the artist's thoughts, and your sounds is what you created. So where is the inspiration that you get from? Where is the sound come from? Which instrument that you have used?
Inspiration is everywhere. Just now I hear a car horn. That is some sort of inspiration. The whole world is making music, and basically whatever is at my fingertips I can use to make a new song, and maybe just create a feeling or tell a story. Sometimes just help people laugh. Sometimes make a point about politics or about philosophy. But I want to make songs that are good to listen to, or if you want to think about the words, you can do that as well. And guitar is a really easy way to travel. So I just have a backpack that fits a guitar, and I take that and have no checked bags, go out for a couple of months at a time, and gather inspiration and share the songs I write everywhere I go.
And actually, the work of combining traditional sounds with a contemporary features is not something that is rare now in the world, and actually there is many practices of experimental music throughout the world. So in your own experience, what are the response of the audience that you usually get?
Oh man, it's different everywhere I go, but it's fun. Whenever I arrive at a new place, during the sound check, I hear the room and I think, okay, what kind of songs would sound good in here? And then as people start to come in, I think, okay, what of my songs, what would these people want to hear? Maybe I talk with them and see. And I just try to create, in every place I perform, I try to create a performance with everyone involved. And it's different every time.
And you know, after you play the music, some people will say that adding contemporary features into folk music will make it lose its traditions. What is your point of view on that statement?
Well, I see where they're coming from. It does lose part of the tradition, but it also honors the tradition, because I'm excited about where folk music has been and about where it can go. So I'm changing it, but I'm also honoring it by bringing it into an alternative setting. So I understand if people are upset that it's not a traditional song, but it's alternative folk music is still a way of, you dance with the past. You bring old things into new times.
The style of contemporary folk music can be understood simply as the work rhythm, tempo contemporary tunes written based on the folk or folk acoustic of a certain region. In the music of Shane Palko, that means that the songs he composed the bold impact of American folk and bring the atmosphere of modern music into it. In the works of Shane, to create a contemporary folk song, the lyric is probably the more important part. Mostly listen and observe daily life and put into songs his feelings of folk every day. For just overheard, the player felt charismatic and can empathize with the melodies, the lyrics of the song. They can find their own emotion in the song of Shane. This is only one way, in so many ways, to put on the definition of folk music, a new, modern elements to fit the new era and the taste of the audience. Contemporary folk style often things interesting for folk music, which has long been regarded as the root of every country music.
So in Vietnam, in recent years, there would be cases of Vietnamese artists who would want to add a modern twist into traditional music. For example, they would use like traditional instruments to play pop music or electro music. And how would you advise any artist in order to have a good mixture of this music, had to pay attention to?
Advice is that no matter what you do, some people will be excited and some people may be upset by it. Like today I was at a pagoda and I heard a traditional folk music group playing, and they had some of the instruments plugged in to a sound system, and they had reverb and effects on them. So it's modern things happening to the Vietnamese traditional instruments. I don't even know what they're called, but the ones where you clap in front of the bamboo pipe and it makes a sound.
Oh, yeah.
And I've been here 2 days and I'm just learning about the music now. But my advice for the musicians is just do what you love, and if you're really doing something you care about, then you'll find your audience that is excited that you're doing what you love.
From your own experience, what characteristic needed by any artist in order to pursue this kind of mixture in music?
Well, you have to have the passion for it. There will be times when you're hungry or sleeping on a floor or things like that if you're traveling to play music. And there will be times when you write a song that you love and you play it and people say, that kind of sucks. And then you have to think, am I playing this for them or am I playing this for me? And you balance like your passion with what people want to hear. But at the end of the day, you just have to do what you love and you will find people who will support you in that.
And lastly, after coming to Vietnam, what are your impressions about our Vietnamese culture and our Vietnamese music? And do you get any inspiration from that, from what you observe?
Yeah, I've only been here for 2 days, but I've been very welcomed. I've been carrying my guitar. I'm sure I smell bad. I've been traveling and have barely any clothes with me. But people have even been sharing food with me without me asking. Just when I'm sitting on a bench, maybe an old lady gave me an orange, and we just ate oranges together. And I don't speak Vietnamese, and she doesn't speak English, but we just had a good connection there. And today I was playing guitar with someone I just met this morning, and it's been very welcoming so far. I'm excited to be here.
Thank you, Shane, so much for spending your time with Sharing Vietnam today. And I hope that with all of your plans to tour around Asia during this time, you get the chance to observe and actually get inspired by our Tet holiday that is coming soon. And thank you so much.
Yes, I'll be playing a few concerts around Thailand during the new year. So I'm very excited to be part of the celebrations. Thank you so much for having me.
And that's the end of Sharing Vietnam today. Thank you so much for watching us. And I hope that you get a little bit better view on what is the folk music and what does it take to come up with contemporary folk music. And for the last minute, please be back with the show of Shane in Hanoi Social Club tonight. Any questions and concerns, please email at sharingvietnam@vtc.vn. Thank you and see you again.
And this time I knew myself in the morning.